Hello, my wonderful people. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back to Spice Channel TV. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to get notified. Please click on the notification bell and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Now, there've been new moves to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, my country people, new moves. We know many leaders within and outside of Southeast have heightened calls for a political solution to the continuous detention of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, following the recent ruling of the Supreme Court. We recall that the Supreme Court had in its ruling nullified the Court of Appeal judgment that ordered the federal government to release the embattled IPOB leader from detention. Before the Supreme Court ruling, they had been insistent calls for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by eminent individuals and groups who had urged the Supreme Court to affirm the appellate court's decision. The IPOB leader, who was first arrested by security agents in Lagos on October 14, 2015, has been in detention since June 29, 2021. He jumped bail and escaped into exile after the military allegedly attacked his father's compound in Umuahia on September 10, 2017. However, he was extraordinarily renditioned back to Nigeria to continue facing charges of terrorism and treason, amongst others. Now, in a move to bring a lasting peace to the Southeast region, political leaders, lawyers, human rights activists, and socio-cultural groups, among others, are urging President Bola Tinubu to adopt a political solution to resolve the lingering issues in the interest of the nation's unity. Reacting, a former minority leader of the Senate, Senator Abaribe, said that Nnamdi would vigorously pursue a political solution that could ultimately free Kanu. Now, the senator who is representing Abia South in the Senate had made this known, that at this point our leaders should continue to press for a solution, a good political solution that would free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, my country people, a political solution seems to be the best option that we may have in freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the custody of the DSS. Also, we know Mike Ozehkome. Yes, Mike Ozehkome has always advocated for a political solution. Mike Ozehkome is one of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Mike Ozehkome had written to the former president Muhammad Buhari, pleading on him to find a political solution to freeing and releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so as to appease the entire Igbo race. It seems that the entire Southeast region is an unsafe place for everybody because of this whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue. Even the whole geopolitical of Nigeria, comprising of 5 states, is virtually locked down for business. I'm talking about the Southeast region. They've urged the federal government on several occasions that Nigeria cannot really say it is sleeping in peace when one large aspect of 5 states is in turmoil, which is the Southeast region, and that is not possible. That is where the issue of political situation comes in, that the president can play the role of a statesman. I mean, so many people have been making these calls that, yes, the Southeast can return to peace if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. I mean, it is never too late for a political solution. A political solution seems to be the only option that would solve this problem. It is like an alternative dispute resolution solution which can bring about peace, and it can bring about a win-win situation. without the federal government losing face rather than being applauded, and without the Igbo people feeling more pain. It is more like a win-win solution for the federal government and the Igbos. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? So many people have been killed due to insecurity in the southeast region. So many people have lost their lives, their properties, all because of this, insecurity in the southeast region. And they've been cries that all these things can come to an end if only the government would listen to the pleas of, some notable individuals who have called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. There should be a dialogue between the government and the IPOB members so that they can reach an agreement. And so many people have said there can only be peace for Southeast if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Yes, his unconditional release would bring and would restore peace to the Southeast region. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been facing trial. There've been a lot of charges against him, talking about the terrorism charges that was, filed against him by the Nigerian government. But then the Court of Appeal in Abuja back then in 2022 has struck out that case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the federal government, and they even declared him a free man. But one thing led to another. He was not released, and this has led to an increment of crime and criminality in the southeast region, which has brought about slow development, unproductivity. It has led to sit at homes in the southeast region. Now all what the people want is, for the rule of law to prevail, for justice to prevail. That is what the people want. And all these things, all this agitation are coming up because the people of the Igbos, that's the Igbo, they feel like, they are being cut off from this country, the marginalization of the Igbos. That's why this agitation of the Biafra nation keeps on, springing forth. And now people have been calling for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the unlawful detention to ensure lasting peace and security in the entire region of the southeast. We have to find a sustainable solution that would really pave way for a brighter future in the southeast region. And one of those things that can pave way for a brighter future in the southeast is for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has continued to be, who has been in the custody of the DSS, and which has really raised a lot of dust. So his continued detention has really attributed to the rising insecurity in the southeast region. And so many people are doing evil under this guise, and they are getting away with it. So why not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that, the people of the southeast region can get the peace they once experienced, back in the days. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.